Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
Hello, my Radio City gigglers. Even if you weren't here this last week, we felt you. At Radio City,
No, literally.
we're basically the Rockettes if they had an attitude problem. If they were very grumpy and didn't like to actually go to the gym.
We are out of shape Rockettes.
Yeah, the Rockettes never left their bed and just send each other memes all day. Dude, shout out to the Rockettes.
Shout out. I love them. You want to know what? I've never seen the Rockettes ever, and I feel like that's so not page coded.
That's so not page coded. I saw the Rockettes. And it's funny when you're younger, you literally are like, they just seem like Barbie dolls. Also, you're dying. You're like sick.
I actually think I have bronchitis.
Can you spell bronchitis? There's an H.
Then no.
Once there's an H thrown, you're like, you got me.
A silent H? Get the fuck out of here. No. I don't do silent H's.
Quick. Okay, highlights of Radio City. I'll start.
Okay.
Or you start.
My favorite moment by far, beyond it doesn't compare to anything, is when me and you by ourselves walked out onto the stage at like 5 o'clock before the doors opened. I instantly started crying, which is so not, I got so overwhelmed by looking out into like the empty crowd and standing on that stage that I instantly couldn't hold it in.
And Paige never cries, so I was like that meme where like you're holding like a broom and you start tapping your friend to be like, are you feeling better? Like, and then I was like hugging you, but then I was like, does she need space? Like, but yeah, I also think like you'd been holding it in a bit.
Yeah.
And you know when you start crying over something, but then it keeps going and you're like, okay, you just tripped. You had one trip.
Well,
and you're
it's
like,
because
life is so difficult.
I think it's also for us, like, I feel like, not to sound like sappy or whatever, I feel like when we started Giggly Squad, even up until we started our tour, there was so much noise about like, oh, Giggly Squad is stupid, and like, what do they even do? And like, oh, they just like talk to each other and they think they're so cool. And like,
Okay, that's literally just from men, but continue.
No, that's what I mean. Like, to have someone in your ear constantly of being like, oh, what is this tour? And like, I mean, like, do you really think you're gonna like blah blah blah, whatever? To stand in that moment and just be like, suck my dick. Like,
We're so Sicilian.
We're so
Sicilian.
You used JoJo Siwa karma.
Wait, okay, so I get this video of me doing the worm slow-mo and I was like, I have to post this.
It writes itself.
It writes itself. But then I was like, do I do a Glorilla? Do I do Frank Sinatra? I went through all of them and then I just funny clicked JoJo Siwa and I was like, wait, why is this fucking perfection? But this is for all those people out there who might be going through something, or you feel like you've been wronged in a way, or people are out to get to you. First of all, if people are out to get to you, that means you're shining. That means they're trying to dim a light that you have. You might not see the light, but they see it, and that's why they're trying to dim it. And if you keep working hard, you will rise above it all, motherfuckers.
No, my enemies have been working fucking overtime. I actually don't know where they find the hours. I'm like, TikTok's back. Why don't you take a breather? Take a fucking minute, bitch.
I just have to say, what happened with TikTok, was that not TikTok just being like, gotcha?
No. TikTok is a giggler. They literally came back and was just like, gotcha.
But okay, why? I know people love trends, but when everyone was just like revealing secrets, and I actually wrote a couple, what was that trend? Why are people acting like the world was gonna end? I'm like, guys, why are we acting like this is the last time we're gonna see you ever and we're all going off the face of the earth?
Here's why I have a small circle of friends, and it's because I truly don't believe that anyone like gets me as a person. Some of the information these bitches were putting out, you'd have to waterboard out of me.
I wrote some of my favorite ones. First of all, it came out that like this influencer who's everyone's paying a lot of money for her glute workouts has a BBL.
No way.
That's a lot of them. It's giving Legally Blonde when she was like, I was getting liposuction. it's the same thing, and girls are all upset. Then a girl who does workouts was like, I want to let you guys know I wasn't doing any of the workouts. It's like, and then a girl who her whole thing was making coffee every day was like, I've never drank the coffee.
Oh wait, that's fucking hilarious.
And then
she was a coffee influencer.
Yes. And then some of the girls were like, yeah, I've been on Ozempic.
I liked those ones.
Yeah, I loved those. I felt like it was a time for people to. It felt like the Titanic where we're all about to get off, and you're like, anyone want to say anything? Like, anyone get anything off their chest? And then the Titanic didn't sink.
No, literally, they were like, oh wait, actually, we found a life raft, and you're like, okay. You know the Sebastian Maniscalco skit where like I think it's the name of one of his specials where he's just like, aren't you embarrassed? Like when people were crying and then it came back, I was like, aren't you embarrassed? Like, delete it.
When it was gone for a night, well, first of all, everyone freaked out because they did it early, which was fucked up. Like, don't say it's going down on Sunday and then it goes down early. And everyone was probably like enjoying their last couple of moments. But
yeah,
let's be honest. People low-key had the most freeing couple hours of their life.
No, when it came back, I actually felt like, oh my God, I'm like trapped by social media. Like, even if you get away from it, it's like, it's people are still on there chatting.
Yes. Yeah, it's like when Instagram goes down, or even like COVID, we all for a second were like, oh, well, I'm not feeling guilty for not like going outside because no one's going outside. That's how I felt. But people were posting the funniest TikToks when it came back. Someone was like, I had so much fun learning about who my kids are last night.
Oh, yeah, I saw a bunch of women being like, decided to get to know my husband last night. He's pretty cool.
I actually started reading. I learned how to read yesterday.
No, there was a moment when like that Sunday when I was like, oh, it's going down tonight, that I was like, maybe I'll start puzzling. Maybe I'll get a hobby.
No, I was like, should I become a painter?
Yeah.
And I think it was beautiful, but also like so many people are able to monetize it. And
yeah, I mean, that part is like, I'm so happy for like the small business people who have like their whole lives have changed. Like that's, but they're hustlers. So they would have like hustled somewhere else. They would have figured it out. Like if you started a small business and were able to quit your corporate job and like live, you're a fucking hustler, and I'm proud of you.
I just want us to all keep our eyes open. Like, I am just worried about like who's in power and why, and like what algorithm they're trying to push on us. But hopefully it just helps us all get that bag and be entertained, whatever you do. One more thing about the gigglers. When I feel like we're performing for the gigglers, I don't feel like it's like we're the stars and they're like fans. Like,
no, I felt like we all made it.
Yeah, but also like in the crowd, like they're like joking back at us. Yeah. Which is like the comments.
No. So many girls in the front were saying comments that then I repeated into the microphone because it was fucking hilarious.
They're in it with us. It felt like a big crazy brunch. And then we did a Q&A at the end, and this girl raises her hand and she's like, can I come on stage? Yeah. And Paige was like, do you have a gun? Like, there's like, has to be some more context to this.
No, also, there's never any security at Giggly Squad because I don't think the men at the theater know what's about to go down. So like,
we've had security straight up be like, if something did go down, I can't take on 6,000 girls.
Yeah. And we're like,
what do you want me to do? Tackle a girl? We're not going to let you touch her. Don't fucking touch her. So then she's like, can I just go on stage and show you something? And in that moment, I'm like, okay, she's a giggler. Like, we let her do anything.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. So she goes on stage and we're like, are you doing the worm? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, just watch. She does like a rocket kick down into a split.
Yeah, she was perfect.
The whole crowd loses their mind. And I'm like, wait, all of you could be on stage right now. It was like a talent show for the giggler.
No, it's so crazy. One girl posted and it really just, I just felt like such a feminist icon. It made me so proud of us. She was like, Giggly Squad is proof that women do not dress for men. There is not a man in sight at Giggly Squad unless he is a taken boyfriend. And if that's the case, we're not fucking looking at him. So the girls coming in their outfits, I was just so proud to be a girl. Also, New York City. The girls can dress, honey. Like, they looked so fucking good.
The girls, it's so funny too who's dressing for you and who's dressing for me.
Yeah.
And it's to the point that, like, I feel bad complimenting a girl who's clearly so page coded because I almost feel like she'll be insulted if I think her outfit's cute.
No, the ties and, like, the bows, it was just, you know where you are.
It was a perfect synergy.
Radio City truly felt like the new house of Scientology, you know?
No, well, someone said something like TikTok is the new TV. Movies, like watching a movie on TV is like the new movie theater. And then movie theaters are like the new concerts. And then concerts are like a full cult meeting.
Yeah. No, we started a cult. We low-key started a cult.
Joel Osteen for hot girls.
It's crazy. We started on Instagram Live with like 3,000 girls.
See, that's why when people be talking shit about Instagram, I'm like, look, we
put some respect on it.
Put some respect on Instagram Lives during COVID for keeping us afloat during our dark demonic
What a
times.
time to be alive that was.
What a time to be alive. Also, I do have to say, I used to think that like straight guys should come to Giggly Squad if they were smart, because it's just all like the hottest, smartest girls, funniest girls, most successful girls in every city like come together that in a show. But then I realized the girls by the end of the show want to stone a man. Like, it's actually unsafe for them.
No, I feel like the empowerment when you leave a Giggly Squad show, you're like, I can fucking do anything. Like, I truly feel like the next president of the United States was in the crowd, you know, and she was wearing a tie, you know,
Also,
like
the gigglers in the male bathroom, and then there'd be like a dude in the bathroom and they literally beat his ass to be like, get out of here, it's for the girls.
One of my girlfriends came to the show, and her boyfriend after the show was like, you know, I was in the men's bathroom and I was uncomfortable. Should I not be in there? I was like, no, get the fuck out of there. Hold it.
No, and now you know how it feels to be a woman 24/7 on this earth.
He was like, the line was crazy. I'm like, well, that's where we make friends. Okay.
So my dad actually could not come to Radio City because he had COVID. Who knew that was a thing in 2025? And like, he got it bad. Like, he was out for the count.
He was down bad.
So down bad. So I call him. He called me, humble brag, which we joke about, like when your dad calls you, two things are happening.
He didn't mean to. It was a butt dial, or your entire family is dead.
So I was worried. He goes, hey, I'm so proud of you. I saw the photos. You guys looked amazing. I'm really excited for your book to come out. And I was like, what? Like, that's in April. What are you talking about? And he goes, your mom sent me like a copy of the final book. And I read it all weekend. And I was like, wait, what? And he goes, it's the best book I ever read. I was like, what? And he goes,
no.
He goes, I feel so inspired, but I was laughing. He goes, this book is going to be amazing. And I'm like, Dad, we didn't even get a quote from you on the back of the book. I didn't even know you knew we had a book coming out.
Wait, can I add that we literally set up a play date with our dads, and I felt like I felt like my dad was being like, can I have a sleepover with Danny? Or like, is that okay? Like, you know, like when my dad heard that your dad wasn't coming to Radio City, my dad's whole night was ruined. He was like,
no,
wait, what?
He was so upset. And when I said COVID, he thought I was lying. And then my dad goes,
call him.
My dad goes, how's Gary? And I was like, Gary's great. And he goes, could I text him? Like, is that weird? And I'm like, I don't even know if if Kim lets Gary have a phone.
Well, I know what's so funny is my dad doesn't have an email address.
I see, that's the energy I was getting from.
That's the energy my dad gives. The energy my father gives is, I don't know, ask him. Like, why the fuck would I have an email address?
Why are all moms so much better with technology than dads? Like, my mom has Facebook, Instagram. She knows how to use
Because women
Google
put
Docs.
in the time. They put in the time to learn what they don't know.
Because men wanted to be the 50s still when they still were in power. So they're not updating anything. I love that he doesn't have an email.
No, we truly have the epitome of girl dads.
Yeah. My dad, remember with the Knicks game, we took a photo and I was like, okay, I'll post it on your Instagram for you. And he goes, put it in an Insta story. And I was like, you don't want to put me on your grid? And he's like, no, I like to see who's looking at it. And I was like,
my mom thanked me the other day for putting her on my grid. She was like, that was really sweet of you. I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with you guys.
well, I'm glad one of our parents wants to put wants to be on someone's grid. No, my dad straight up was like, do not put our photo on my grid. I don't want that. It's gonna ruin my grid.
The
I was
aesthetic.
like, okay.
Wait, speaking of grids, what do you think about Instagram changing the like length of the photo?
That threw me.
It threw me. And everything's like shifted to the left.
We organized. Yeah, it's not done. I feel like they're like in the middle of something, but it's like we put it as a square. So when you make it longer, also now I don't know what's look. Again, we never like change, and then
social media is like going through it right now. Social media is like Mercury in retrograde. They're like trying to figure out their path.
Yeah, and like I support it. It's just, do you remember when we got so upset about Insta stories? Like we lost our mind. We were like, this is Snapchat. This is just Snapchat. Like we were so mad.
Wait, for the longest, I like couldn't put music on my grid or my stories. I just got it fixed right before Radio City. Thank God.
Thank God. We both went differently. I did Frank Sinatra old school, and you went like Cameron.
Yeah, I went old school rap Cameron.
So Paige is back in her music era.
Sure am.
And one thing we don't tell the gigglers, which is I forgot, because I don't think you listened to music for like 4 years, which was disturbing. Which we should have checked on that. You're like, it was too loud up here.
Yeah, I was like, there's so much noise in my brain, I couldn't actually think about listening to someone else.
One thing about me and you is we love hardcore, pussy popping, misogynistic, offensive, fucked up rap. Yeah. Like we were getting our makeup done and I was like, let's put music on.
At one point I think your mom was like, oh no. Is this getting you guys pumped up? I was like, actually,
in the most female empowering green room, like so powerful. And I'm like, put on some rap about fucking bitches and strippers.
Getting money. Yeah.
And getting money. We do have the same taste in music.
I told someone, they were like, oh, what's like your walkout song? And I was like, actually it's like ASAP Rocky, like fucking Problems. And they were like,
Problems.
They were like, wait, really? Like I would have thought you guys would have had something like poppier, or like girlier, like a female rapper. And I was like, I don't know. It was the first ever song from the very first live we ever did, and we've never changed it because it is just such a fucking vibe. And I feel like when we're walking out, it's like we're saying to the girls in the crowd, like, you're a bad bitch. Like,
yes. I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like to fuck. I got a fucking problem. That's some empowering shit that we have taken.
Yeah, no, I've taken that. Whatever. ASAP Rocky is married.
He's a girl's girl.
One of the most feminist bitches on the planet, who is like an icon, runs shit. So like if anyone knows, it's him.
So my new walkout song, because I've been doing fucking Problems forever, for my new stand-up, I'm coming up with ASAP Ferg. I don't know what's going on with the ASAPs. A lot of ASAPs.
We love an ASAP.
I don't know the history of the ASAP, and it's with the money signal, but I'm doing New Level. So I come out going, I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Put these in the dirt. Chain me with a new bezel.
You know what's crazy is like, I have zero rhythm. I can't even dance.
I feel like you're the kind of dancer that like every now and then you can.
Every now and then if it hits me, I can do it. But if I think about it too much, I can't.
Like if someone watched you for an extended period of time, they'd be like, this is horrible. But like in a 10-second Insta story, they'd be like, oh, she's
kind
a
of hot.
good dancer. She's just holding back right now.
Yeah. That's the energy I want to give.
Yeah.
I want you to wonder, is she a good dancer or not?
Yeah, like, is she a good dancer pretending to be a bad dancer?
Right.
Is she a good dancer, but she's just drunk right now? Yeah, that's the energy we want to give.
I love getting organized, and if you don't like getting organized, well, January is the perfect time for you to actually get it done. Set goals and prioritize what matters. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. Getting all your subscriptions in one place and canceling the ones you actually forgot about because you should not be paying double the money is something that Rocket Money can do for you. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going, and get alerts if bills increase in price. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Their new goals features automatically saves money for you, so you don't have to think about it. You just pay off your credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it easy. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/giggly squad today. That's rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. It's the summer, which means it's hotter outside, you're going on spontaneous trips, and you don't have time to get a yeast infection, a UTI. But with Wisp, you can get sexual health care you need same day without stepping foot in a doctor's office. Get same day prescription for BV, yeast, UTI, STI, and emergency contraception with discreet delivery to your home for free in all 50 states. So if you're traveling this summer, don't be nervous that you don't have medicine if something were going to happen. Wisp has you covered. You can now also treat for STIs from the comfort of your home with Wisp's diagnostic testing kits. Each kit comes with a test and a consultation. There are 8 different kits available where you can test for BV, yeast, herpes, STIs, HPV, and more. Whether it's the discomfort of waiting rooms, the uncertainty of symptoms, or the frustration of delayed answers, these kits offer you something powerful: clarity, quickly, and with compassionate follow-through from the licensed medical providers at Wisp. Trusted by over 1.5 million patients, try Wisp for yourself and see how they're changing the game for access to women's health. Take 15% off your first order with code GIGGLY at hellowisp.com. That's HELLOWISP.com. Prescription products require a consultation with a healthcare provider, and medications are available if medically appropriate. Must be 18 or older. Restrictions apply. See website for full details. Summer is here, and you know what that means. A lot of strapless dresses, a lot of bold colors, just easy breezy, effortless looks. But you also need undergarments for that, and that's where Honeylove comes into play. Honeylove is redefining modern shapewear with real comfort and serious support. Their newest innovation is the Mesh Sculpt, and it's the ultimate summer shapewear. It's super lightweight, breathable, and it's not sacrificing your shapewear. It's still going to keep you cool while still delivering you that sculpted silhouette. The reason I love Honeylove is its targeted compression soothes and shapes exactly where you want it and eases up on the places that you don't. Honeylove's best-selling Superpower Short is also their go-to. It has targeted compression technology that distinguishes between areas where you want more support and then the areas where you're like, let's get a little less compression here. And we've all been there where we're like struggling to take our shapewear off, and Honeylove just doesn't have that problem. Their Superpower Short has 100% cotton, and you don't have to take your entire thing off just to use the bathroom. So treat yourself to the most comfortable shapewear on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/giggly. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/giggly. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that Giggly Squad sent you. Experience the new standard in shapewear with Honeylove.
This episode of Giggly Squad is brought to you by McDonald's, and the snack wrap is back. I'm freaking out because it was introduced to McDonald's in 2006. Shout out to my millennial girlies. And it's been on top of mind. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, where's the snack wrap? Turns out it is back. It's the comeback story of a lifetime, and it's now available with one of 2 sauces, ranch or spicy. I'm more of a ranch girl because I have anxiety, but if you live life on the edge, I totally support the spicy snack wrap. It has a spicy pepper sauce, probably great for your sinuses, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor. And it has juicy white meat chicken, shredded lettuce, melty cheese, creamy ranch, all wrapped in a soft tortilla. Ooh, literally need one right now. Try the snack wrap that broke the internet at a McDonald's near you. Enjoy the snack wrap for the first time in 9 years. I'm obsessed. It's so easy to just grab at any time of the day, morning, night. Eat that snack wrap.
I use Uber Eats for everything, and of course I'm ordering food all the time, but I don't just order food on Uber Eats. I order everything. I order from the pharmacy. I order hair care items. I order alcohol. Whatever I need, I'm ordering it on Uber Eats. Also, whenever I go to a hotel, I always seem to forget something from home. So I'm ordering hairspray. I'm ordering bobby pins. I just can't live without Uber Eats. You can get grocery, alcohol, and everyday essentials in addition to restaurants and food you love, of course. So in other words, get almost anything with Uber Eats. Order now. For alcohol, you must be legal drinking age, so please enjoy responsibly. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
I was with Caroline Banowitz this other weekend starting my new material shows, and she's one of my Gen Z best friends. She considers me Gen Z. I've never asked her, but I assume.
Right.
There was one of those moments where I realized I was older than her.
Stop. Oh my God, those are so humbling. What was yours?
It was humbling. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to gag.
Yeah.
Oh, like, it's just weird because we're both Gen Z. So
right.
An Ashley Simpson song comes on because I was doing my Angry Woman playlist, and I was like, I fucking love this song. And she's like, it's so good. And I go, ugh, I miss her old nose. Oh. And she goes, what?
Pardon?
And I was like, Ashley Simpson's old nose before she got a nose job. And she goes, Ashley Simpson got a nose job?
My Ashley Simpson is brunette on SNL lip syncing. That's my Ashley Simpson.
That is the only Ashley Simpson I've ever known and ever will know. And I don't accept this new Ashley Simpson is AI. Okay. And she's like, she had a nose job. And I go, so I was showing her the photos, and she's like, oh my God, she's so cute. And I'm like, what? Were you 3?
Hello?
Hello?
Ashley Simpson has been that bitch. She will always be that bitch. One of the things I love about Ashley Simpson is that, like, had a career, awesome, amazing, everyone loved her, and then she was just like, fuck it, I'm getting married and like having kids and doing whatever the fuck I want, and like loves her husband.
She got so much backlash.
From that SNL night.
Where it's like nowadays,
people just wanted to hate on her because one, they were mad that she like got a career from her sister, which, like, if you're the older sister and you're a megastar, what the fuck else are you going to do but help your sister out?
It's not like she was copying her sister. She was a completely different vibe of like punk and
different
anger
genre.
And badass and baggy jeans and grunge, and like it was so great.
Two things that stick in my head about like that time of life is Ashley Simpson getting berated from SNL and them calling Jessica Simpson fat when she was a size 6.
Jessica Simpson is getting separated from her husband.
It's breakup season. So is Jessica Alba. So is Kaya Gerber.
So is Rachel from The Bachelor.
Something's in the air, and women are like, hey, you know what? No. Gary, can you get me a water?
And an oxygen tank.
And an oxygen mask.
I do think that I'm kind of loving this breakup season because normally this should be cuffing season, but I feel like for the girls, they're like, it's winter and I actually just want to like watch murder documentaries and fart on my own, and I don't need someone to cuddle with. Cuddling overrated.
Get out of
like
here.
Summer is fun. You're hooking up, you're tan, you're making out with guys. Winter, don't fucking touch me, okay?
No, like I want to be wrapped in my sweatpants in a fur blanket with my fuzzy socks, and if you're also under my same blanket, I'm gonna get hot, and I don't want to get hot. You know, like I have the perfect temperature right now. Get your freaking sweaty balls away from me.
Do you know in certain other countries and cultures, partners have their own duvets?
And that's nice.
Yeah. I don't know why the whole sleeping in the same bed thing.
I'm so down to have separate bedrooms with my husband, but like sleep in the same bed at night. Like I'm so down to go to his bedroom at night and sleep and then like keep my room pristine and like my stuff. I think that should be more normalized. Like we have separate rooms, but like if we want to sleep in the same bed every night, like we can, but like I'm going to go back to my room in the morning. Also, like I feel like that sounds like spicy. Like,
Yes.
you know, like miss me.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I might come in later.
Yeah,
We'll
like
see.
I'm gonna watch my shows first, and then like maybe I'll come in. Like you can like change your pajamas, be a whole new bitch, or you can lock the door and put a chair in front of it and say fend for your fucking self.
I told you during my naughty years, my early 20s, when I was dating that guy Craig from Craigslist, and we were hiding our
Which I feel like just doesn't get talked about enough.
It doesn't get talked about enough, but we didn't want the other roommates to know we were hooking up.
Mm-hmm.
We would be the last to be watching TV together on like separate couches, just happened to
Yeah.
both be watching a show.
Yeah.
And then we'd go into his room, and then at like 4 or 5 a.m. I'd go back to my room, and then in the morning I'd pretend I was like so grossed out and annoyed by him in front of the other roommates. Like, he's making oatmeal again. Ew.
No.
I mean,
and
give
how
the girl
fun.
an Oscar.
No, it's so fun to like have a little,
Well, they won't they?
you know. Yeah, will they, won't they?
I'm trying to think what I do with Des is I fall asleep on the couch, and he's like, I'm going to bed. Can you please come in soon? And then I lie to him, and I'm like, I'm literally right behind you. And then obviously I get a second wind, and suddenly I need to scroll every single app, and then I need to like start a Molly-Mae documentary, and then I come in at 2 a.m. and wake him up
Yeah.
accidentally.
Let's talk
get
about
to
the
it.
Molly-Mae. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I watched all 3 episodes last night for you.
Yeah, same.
And I'm a fan, but I knew that we were going to discuss.
The way I loved her prior to this documentary, there's something about, here's the thing.
What do you think is the Molly-Mae effect?
Here's what I'm going to say. When you see certain people on TV or on Instagram or on TikTok and you see these influencers, there are a there's a lot of people that can get a lot of followers, go viral, say something crazy, get a little like traction. There are a handful of people that when you see them on a screen, you feel it in your soul of like, they have something. Like they have some it factor. They have some type of star quality. You can't pinpoint it, but you're like, they make me feel a different way than just like scrolling all these influencers. Molly-Mae is one of those people where she just has this spark, this like, she's a star type of thing. Like when she appeared on the screen on Love Island, I didn't know that she was like a famous influencer in England. She had followers, but she was nowhere as famous as she is now. When she walked into that villa, I was like, she's a star. I don't give a fuck about any other girl in this house but her. And she was full blonde. And that's usually not my type.
No,
and
I know.
I was like, I love her.
And that was the first season me and you ever watched together during the COVID season of Summer House, when we were
Yes.
trying to stay in bed because whenever we left, we'd have to fight with people. So we were just
Right.
trying to watch Love Island.
Trying to stay in our damn lane. Look, we tried. We tried to
We
stay in our
tried.
own lane.
People didn't know we were trying.
I said, let's learn some English slang. That'll keep us occupied.
But you know what is, Molly-Mae is very page coded, where like
Oh my God, thank you.
I didn't feel that connection to her.
Okay.
Like you immediately were like the
I was like, I
outfits,
love
the
it.
everything. Where I was
She's
like,
everything.
I was like, I like her, but
Cute girl, yeah.
I wasn't. I think also, yeah, me and Paige are different with like people that
Who we become obsessed with.
We've never been obsessed with the same people.
No. Oh my God, no, we haven't.
No,
We don't have the same, we don't have the same like favorite celebrities, and we don't have the same like favorite male celebrities.
we have complete opposite type of men and complete opposite type of women. No, like
No, we really do.
when we meet people, like we've never both been hyped up for someone.
Hannah, no, we haven't. Like, actually, I specifically remember one time meeting someone and you being like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed. And me being like, I feel like they don't really like me. Or like when someone comes up to me and you're like, oh my God, Paige, we love you. And you're like, okay, well, that was weird. I'm standing right here. Like that does happen to us a lot, I feel like.
all the time, actually, people will either be like obsessed with Paige or obsessed with me, or like pretend to be obsessed with both of us.
Yes. And we're like,
we've-
you don't have to pretend.
We've
We get it.
accepted. Like, I feel like if we met Molly-Mae, like, she'd be excited to see you.
Yeah, I get that. No, I love her.
But my thing with Molly-Mae is she really reminded me of you in that this whole thing is one about her having a public relationship and then her dealing with backlash, whatever, and then her starting her own fashion brand. But what I loved about this documentary, which made me fuck with Molly-Mae, is that a lot of these documentaries are like look at me, why I'm so amazing.
Yeah.
This bitch cried the whole time.
Cried the whole time. Cried the whole time.
And like like there were so many things that I'm like, they could have cut that out. Like and it wasn't even like, I don't know, just really fucking raw.
I think another reason why I loved the documentary so much was like after we did our beta blocker episode and after we did like our breakup episode, I had so many girls saying like the nicest things to me, and they were like, no, you truly don't understand. Like, I feel really seen with the things you said. Molly-Mae said so many things during that documentary that I was just like, holy shit. Like, I feel so fucking seen. Like, yeah, I fucking knew that wasn't my fault. Like, that is just so many different things where I was like, damn, I went through that same thing, or like, I know how that feels, whatever.
Like, she was really showing behind the scenes. For example, she's launching her first
fashion line,
but she's doing her first event where people were going to see it. And she's like, I haven't ever done like a live event meet and greet with people. And it shows her freaking the fuck out about every detail of it. And like, we've all been there where it's your name on it and like you feel like other people aren't caring about it like you care about it, and you know you're the only one that gets backlash if it doesn't come out right, and you're like, you start just feeling like I'm fucked. And her leaning into that, her also saying how she takes like hundreds of thousands of pics and sometimes we'll just give up on the pic. Like, there was so many of that.
Coded. Remember when I was really obsessed with my grid and it was like literally putting me into like
it was actually like ruining your life.
No,
I didn't even know.
Life.
She even mentioned, she was like, girls like me because my fashion and my grid. And I was like, oh, I guess that, I thought that was a thing you made up.
No, my grid is like so important.
Are you telling me you think people don't follow me because they see my grid and they're like, oh?
With pages don't.
I didn't know that the grid.
No, I'll follow a bitch in fucking Siberia if I'm like, damn, her grid is aesthetic.
What makes
like,
the grid like just like similar colors?
It makes me happy. Like it's just like looking at it makes me happy.
But like, can you explain what makes a grid aesthetic? Or it's like you can't put your finger on it.
It just has to be like equal parts cohesive, but equal parts different and cool, and like. It's honestly a lot of pressure. Like, I really felt for Molly-Mae. I was like, no, I get it. Like, your grid is so important. It's also our creative outlet. Like, it's what we see in our brain. And then to put out into the world of like, I think this picture looks really cool next to this picture, and like this outfit complements this outfit, and like I'm wearing red in this outfit and like a little bit of red in that one, so I'm gonna put those pictures near each other because it looks pretty.
Talk
like,
about
it's all
doing
about
something
like
for the girls.
matching. Yeah.
Imagine a guy's like, I was into Paige, but then I saw her grid and she had like yellow randomly on like the third row, and I was like, I don't fuck with her.
Okay, well, that man is gay.
One of my favorite scenes was this meet and greet where, first of all, it was not organized. Like, I don't know what they thought it would be, but they thought people would come in and casually like say hi to her. But clearly, like, every single person that went in wanted a photo with her. And she's being so nice, but you could see she's like doing hundreds of photos. And then it cuts to her hiding in the basement crying, saying no one's having fun. And I can't just sit down here the whole time, but whenever I go up, it's awkward. And then she had to walk outside and just, someone was like, hey, just tell everyone thanks for coming. She walks out, she says, thanks for coming, turns back, and she goes, that was so fucking awkward and everyone hates me. Like, it was so funny because when you're a fan of someone, you don't see that side of it, that like they're feeling embarrassed.
That's how I felt after my panic attack at Giggly. I was like, everyone hates this show. They're never going to come. They think I'm bad at this. Like, you're in your own head.
It reminded me of you. It reminded of you in terms of like our first meet and greets. Paige would get blackout because she like couldn't
do it. I was so nervous.
And then because it was like, meet and greets can be hard, where every person, you want them to have the best experience, and if you think you had an awkward interaction with someone, which happens,
Right.
you think you suck, and then you start spiraling, and then you think everyone hates you.
I'm like, oh my God, that girl definitely hates me and is never going to listen to Giggly Squad again. Here's one thing I do want to point out that I found so empowered. I don't even know, whatever. Just like a fucking man. She was hitting the pinnacle of her career, something she had been working on for 3 years. No one even knew she was coming out with a fashion line. It's literally about to drop within those couple of months. She's so stressed about it. She's been working on it for so long. Just like a fucking man to come in, fuck up her whole mental health. She's now got to deal with him and his fucking problems, while simultaneously dealing with like launching this that she's been thinking about since she was a fucking child. Mm-hmm. And he just ruined it. He ruined it for her. I think about it all the time. Not that this is related whatsoever, but when I watch the who are they?
Jonas Brothers.
The fighters. No.
Oh, Tyson.
Logan
Fury.
Paul. What's
Logan
his
Paul.
name?
Yeah, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, the one that fought Mike Tyson. When I was watching his documentary, obviously like his girlfriend was in it because it was like whatever. When men do a documentary about something that they're like, it's their career, their girlfriend or significant other or whatever is always in the documentary about how much she supported him and how much like what did she give up so that he could do that, or like how did it impact her fucking day. Never touch on her fucking life.
And that girl's like a professional skier or something.
Yeah, that girl's a professional fucking athlete. Never touched on it, and they didn't give a fuck. We're here like when it's a woman, it's so if that was a man, if Jake or whatever the fuck his name is was about to do that fight, and his girlfriend went and fucked up his mental health or like cheated on him or did something, they'd be like, you are the devil. How could you not fucking support him? But when it's a woman and she's putting out a clothing line and a man wants to come in and act like it's not that big a deal, like I'm gonna hit you with some like real fucked up emotional shit, no one says anything. No one says anything. Why is Tommy not getting so much fucking hate right now for like, you ruined her launch? You literally ruined it. I don't know, but I'd like to. Unless they're back together, and that's a decision that she made, and I support her.
And we support it. I do think that the mom made an interesting statement, or the sister, where they were like, we support you being married to Tommy, but it's not going to be easy to marry Tommy. So if you want to marry a famous man, you can, but you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of happiness when that famous man has a drinking problem.
One time my mom said to me, I think you would live a fine life. Do you want to live a fine life?
Oof. Oof, Kim.
Kim, come on. It's 10 a.m. Chill.
I think we've all been in that position. I remember when I was in that position once where I found a man and I knew like I got some stuff from it, from my ego. But I remember feeling like I was signing a deal with the devil and I didn't know what to do. But then my body didn't stop letting me eat. So that's how I knew.
And your body said,
my body was physically rejecting him.
She had hit her goal weight. But at what cost? At what
I remember
cost?
I ordered a sandwich and it was like we were working my 9 to 5 and I couldn't finish the sandwich, which was very out of character for me, and I was really paranoid that people were noticing. And then I remember being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You hate this man, get out of this relationship just because other people think he's cool.
See, I know when that happens to me, when like I'm not genuinely an awkward person, but when I start being really awkward and like clumsy, I'm like, oh, my body doesn't like where we are or like what we're doing. Like well, yeah, your body starts to like fall apart and your brain and body are like, it's being out of alignment. That's what it's literally being out of alignment, and your body will tell you. Your body's like, this is not good for you.
No, when I lose my appetite, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
There's one thing being nervous. There's another thing, your body getting sick from the situation you've put it in. So listen to your body, girlies. We love that for us. Look, I want to be a better person and I want to be healthier, but I don't always know how. And that's when I discovered Symbiotica. Their daily supplements are incredible. I don't always like taking pills, so I love slurping down with my smoothies or just right straight into my mouth. They fit easily with my daily routine, mostly because it tastes so good. I'm obsessed with their liquid colostrum. It's vanilla sea salt, and it supports hair, skin, nails, healthy immune system, gut lining. They also have Irish sea moss, which fuels cellular energy to support healthy aging, and they have lemon vanilla. I really love vanilla. I always lean towards it. And you guys know I love vitamin C, which they have in the citrus vanilla that helps with antioxidants, immunity. It really helps me not get sick, especially when I'm traveling a lot. So go to Symbiotica.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping. That's Symbiotika.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping.
If you're looking for outfits this summer, then look no further than Nordstrom. Nordstrom is having a sale on all new arrivals, all their new clothes, shoes, accessories, beauty, home, and more. The anniversary sale runs from July 12th through August 3rd. Prices go up August 4th. You can stock up and save on great deals under $100. They have so many brands like Veronica Beard, Vince, All Saints, Steve Madden, Charlotte Tilbury. And Nordstrom makes it so easy to shop the anniversary sale. With free styling help and free shipping and returns, you can order online, pick up, or head into the store. So make sure you check out all the fun anniversary events happening at Nordstrom. In-store promotions, jewelry trunk shows, and daily beauty events throughout the sale. Shop now at Nordstrom. If you're looking to reinvent your living room, your bedroom, or just change it up, Cozy makes furnishing your home easy. Their furniture is modern, comfortable, and practical. Open up new home possibilities with modular furniture. Refreshing your living space doesn't always mean having to go all in. You should have your home your way. You can add, you can take away, you can just rearrange. From shopping to assembly, everything is easy. Cozy makes it easy to relax with washable and interchangeable covers. Cleanup is simple and stress-free. Transform your living space today with Cozy. Visit cozy.com, COZEY, the home of possibilities made easy. No, but I'm just so obsessed with Molly-Mae. I think she also just seems so sweet and genuine and like works really hard, and you know, and you want to know the other thing? She didn't say a bad fucking thing about him. No. She did not drag this man. She could have she probably's got stories for days. The only thing she said that I was just like, wow, when she said Tommy doesn't have a drinking problem, but when he drinks there are problems, and I begged him not to drink at my sister's wedding. Oof. Like that. Oh my God, you must have been holding that in for so long, and the shit that you probably dealt with behind closed doors to make sure that this man didn't get bad press, or like because people would have inevitably came at you too. And you want to know what? If he did do some fucked up shit drinking, the press would have just been like, Molly, you're stupid for staying with him. But then when you don't support it, it's like, oh my God, you couldn't like work through it. You couldn't help it.
And the
like,
drinking thing is crazy because they'll then be like, oh, I know I cheated, but it's because of my drinking problem. And it's the thing, you feel empathy because it's like that wasn't him. Like he has a drinking problem, but then you have to decide. And look, this affects a lot of people. Drinking problems, I personally don't know too much about it, but what I know is it's not what you see in the movies always of a guy waking up with the shakes and then needs to have whiskey at 11 a.m. It's a majority of the time, and we joke about it as comics, that it's in your 20s, it's cute. In your 30s, you go, do I have a problem? And this happens to a lot of people in their 30s, men and women. But if every time you or your partner or your friend drinks, some bad shit happens and they can't control
a drinking
it.
Problem.
That's a drinking. There's problems when you drink. That's a drinking problem. And look, I'm saying this as a firm coach right now because
you're also saying this as a wife of someone who is sober. Mm-hmm. So, so like that's like a big.
Actually, you know what? I do have a little 2 cents because my husband's been sober since 19. He's 19 years old, and I've learned a little bit about that stuff. But there's a lot of people that The only thing between you and success in your life, and by success I mean a loving family, healthy friendships, a healthy career, sometimes alcohol is the one thing that's preventing
I think that like our generation was kind of fed, a drinking problem is you wake up every day, your body can't function if there's not alcohol inside of it. I've met a ton of alcoholics that can go 5 days without drinking, but the minute they pick up a drink, it's absolute mayhem. And I'm going to be honest, he probably did so much shit to her that she never got over it.
Well, she said, she's like, I let him get away with a lot of shit. So we don't even know.
Yep.
We don't even know. We don't even know what she's protected him from.
Yeah.
And I mean, as two people.
And then it's like, it's in the public being like, all the hate is going to her, where she's probably sitting home being like, you don't fucking, if you knew half the shit this man has done to me, like, it's crazy. I just feel bad for her.
We've done reality TV where we see the like people doing things when they're drunk that are so fucked up. Like, I've had stuff fucked up done to me, and then the next day it doesn't count because they were drunk. But you don't forget what they said to you. Don't forget what they did to you. But then you're the fucked up one because you're holding grudges when it's like, but they do this every weekend. But because I wasn't blackout, I have to forgive them.
I'm gonna let's take back the meaning of like holding grudges. You know what? If you did something fucked up to me 2 years ago and I never got over it, that's not my fault. That's literally not my fault.
That's called boundaries.
You did something so insanely fucked up that like I wouldn't be able to get it out of my head unless I had a fucking lobotomy. So every time I look at you, I fucking think of it.
That's why women were getting lobotomies in the 20s, because men had prohibition, getting blackout, doing fucked up stuff to them, and then would lobotomize them so they'd forget what they did.
Truly. So I know Molly-Mae said in the documentary, like, I'm trying to get through all of this in the hopes that me and Tommy get back together. And like, I want her to get whatever she wants. I really pray that she does not get back with him. I hope she co-parents that beautiful baby with him. And I hope she meets someone who supports the fuck out of her. And like, also, Tommy, you're not your brother. Like, you don't have the career your brother does. Your wife makes more money than you. Maybe sit and chill for a fucking second.
Wait, sorry, I'm laughing because I love how we started this conversation being like, whatever Molly wants to do is perfect. And now we're like, if she gets back with that man. No,
listen
there was
to
a
me.
point when she starts breaking down in the third episode. This is what happens. So she goes,
spoiler alert.
It's because spoiler alert. Sorry. She's like, I want to get back with him. We all got that, like, no, because you're watching it and you're watching how amazing she is, and then she's sitting there crying, not because of what's going on with her career, but because he's this stupid dipshit.
He ruined what you've worked your whole life for. He tried to ruin it. And I think as women, we sit back and we're like, he didn't mean to. He didn't know like what he was saying. And we make such excuses. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to ruin it for you. He had no regard. That's why he got drunk at your sister's wedding, like, and fucked up whatever he fucked up. Like, he didn't care that you were about to go through all this turmoil simultaneously with the launch of your brand. He didn't give a shit.
It is so interesting, though, if the roles were reversed, if he would never take her back.
Never. And if the roles were reversed and he was like coming out with some big thing and she went and like was it seen in a nightclub, everyone would be like, you're a whore. How are you outside? How are you doing? Like, the double standard is crazy.
Can I be so mean right now?
Yes.
Because when I'm watching her and she's beautiful and she's smart and she's empathetic and she's an amazing mother and she's like, but he's great. It's like, I'm sorry. He's a CTE guy who chose to be on reality TV for attention. Pretty looking guy who's been spoiled his whole fucking life. Nepo brother, not Ashley Simpson, not even as talented. And it's like, what makes him so, because I don't really believe in my heart of hearts that their chemistry, like, he's that funny and he's that smart and he's that caring. Because if he was, he wouldn't have fucking embarrassed you.
Yeah, he embarrassed you. And then you had to pick up the pieces. That's the thing. When a man embarrasses you and then you still get blamed and then you also have to pick up the pieces and fix it, fuck you. Like, I'll never forget it.
Look, I love a good looking man. I've made very bad decisions based off of a jawline. But once you spend enough time with that good looking man, you will see their character and their looks fade so fucking quick.
So quick.
I've like the ick you get. I almost get more icks when a guy's hot because I'm like, oh, you're lying. Like, you're trying to cover it up with these
You're
these blue
delusional.
eyes or whatever when you're actually the devil. And I don't want to be conned and be treated like shit.
And be the less hot one. That's crazy.
No, 100%. 100%. So look, we're not Team Tommy right now.
No, I'm just not. I'm Molly-Mae all the way.
And do I empathize with people who are struggling with addiction? 100%. But you know what I also didn't like? And she very subtly shows a scene in the beginning when they're in the hot tub, when they meet for the first ever time. And they're sitting in the hot tub. And she goes, do you like to drink? And he says, no. And then looks at her and says, do you like to drink? And she goes, not me neither. You lied to her face the first time you hung out with her. I'm never forgetting that shit. I'm out.
Wait, can
I'm
I tell
out.
you something? I feel like in terms of dating, I truly feel, and this is like just based off my own like experiences and like say whatever you want. I truly feel like women do show you who they are from the jump. And that's why men like fall for them. Where like I feel like you don't really truly see who a man is until like 3 to 6 months in, and then you're in it. And then you're fucking in it and you're like, wait, did I miscalculate? Because I told him what I was like and he was down.
And he was showing you something.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden you've completely changed.
That's why they say with the right one, he knows first, but you don't.
Yes.
Because you're looking at it logically.
Yeah, that's yes.
Any
like, that's
guy
exactly
you fell
it.
for immediately was wrong for you.
100%.
And let's be honest, when I say fell for him immediately, I mean you were scrolling his Instagram and you're like, I'm going to marry that man. No, you didn't.
Like, fuck yeah. No, it's because like women truly like, I'm like, I want you to be the best version of you, so I'll make that version up in my head.
Wait.
And then you realize they're not it.
It
and
was
you're
that
like,
quote
oh,
we
I'm
saw from
stupid.
TikTok earlier where men start at 0 and we start at 100. So he has to disprove everything we believe in him, and we have to show them everything.
Honestly, my biggest example of that is like I started dating someone and I was already on reality TV, and then like halfway through they were like, why do you do reality TV? And I'm like, wait, what? Like, you started dating me knowing this. Like, I told you what I do, who I am, this I presented that to you and you're like, fuck yeah, I love it. And then halfway in you're like, I don't love it, change it. And it's like, that's crazy though.
It also reminds me of like men will not tell you who they are, they'll show you. So him being like, I don't drink, but then you're blackout all of Love Island or whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't tracking his drinking.
I don't have a drinking problem, but like doing the most fucked up shit is crazy behavior.
And I do have to say, like, this is a little controversial. I love an addict. I don't know if I was an addict in a past life. I connect with them. I've dated multiple addicts in my life.
Women are fixers. Women are fixers. I've dated multiple addicts because I'm like, I'll help you, and I've done it.
I will solve all your problems that you've never been able to solve your whole life, but me, a non-professional, will figure it out.
Stick with me, honey. I'll change it.
Also, when you feel love from an addict, there is no stronger love. Once he decides
obsessed.
you're his source, girl, that is the attention I want as a Leo. But then you realize, oh, this is not healthy. And also, he's always going to choose his addiction over you.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely a fixer, and I like someone come in and fix me. How about that? How about someone comes in and gives me some advice?
But I also feel like the thing, a lot of girls, we like to be fixers because
We're maternal.
There's more maternal, but there's also this like, if I focus on fixing him, I don't have to address like what
100%.
I'm missing or what I want
100%.
or any of those things, which is more complicated. I think that's why being single is so healthy, because you get to learn like what you want, what you need. So when he comes in and starts having issues, instead of being like, that's a new project, so I don't have to focus on myself, you go, whoa, I have a project here called me. And if you're going to fuck that up, I actually like don't think this is going to work out?
No, I mean, I've only been single for a couple months, but like already, just in terms of like my single life, like my own like personal life, like I never wanted to work out. Obviously, like you want to work out because you want to like be hot or like whatever. I never wanted to work out because I feel like I literally didn't care about my body. Like I didn't care if I was healthy. I didn't care if I was strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was like single, I was like, oh no, like I have to like stay alive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so
you
it's just
fend
like
for yourself in these streets.
yeah, certain things that I was like, I'll never be able to do that. Like that's so not me. I'll never be able to get into that routine. Random, like just naturally came really natural. Like I've been working out 3 times a week and it like I haven't even thought about it. Like
I'm so proud of you.
I don't know. It was just very empowering for like my own self to see like, oh, I thought I'd never be able to quit that. Or I thought I'd never be able to like start that up. And so then when you're doing it naturally, you're like, wait, I'm way stronger than I was giving myself credit for. I was literally gaslighting myself.
Also, I hate to say it, sometimes you think like you're the problem, but sometimes you just have to change like your environment. It's very hard to change yourself when you're doing the same thing every day. But if you, it's like why people move or they get out of a relationship or they start a new job. That helps you with change. Also, one thing about being a caretaker, I do have to say, like we're not saying don't be a caretaker. Just make sure what you're caring for cares for you back.
Right. Like it really is true. Like filling up someone else's cup and then like not filling yours, it really drains you.
Wait, speaking of Pilates, because I know you've been on a Pilates kick, we both subconsciously like started doing Pilates this week. And when I say started, I did it once last week. And I've done Pilates sporadically because, I'm very busy with hip hop yoga.
Right.
But I went with my mom a couple times. So I was like, I'm not signing up for a beginner class. I'm going to sign up for, it's called like Mix. And it's like, make sure you've done at least 3 Pilates classes. I was like, yeah. I got my ass kicked.
You get your ass beat.
Like they started off being like, okay, take your legs and put it over your head. And I was like, this is a warm up?
Okay. Yeah. No, the shakes I get during Pilates is crazy.
The exorcism of your body. And then they keep using all these words like pelvis, which I thought was a made up thing.
When they say internal rotation, I'm like, what the fuck does
that
that
talking
mean,
about
bitch?
My clit? Like, what are we
I'm
talking
like,
about?
They're like, internally rotate your hip. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know if it's internally rotating?
They're like, we're going to use a muscle that you've never activated before. And I'm like, I'm 33. If I didn't need it till now, that's like an appendix. I don't need it. I saw the funniest Pilates Instagram of like after you murder someone and it's you like pulling the dead body and then it goes to your Pilates instructor and they're like,
no, like strong back,
raise your spine, and the girl like changes her posture as she's pulling the dead body.
No, Pilates is really truly
That's
actually
girlhood.
the only thing that helps my back problems. Because I think I have back problems because my back was not strong enough. So I would like hunch over and like it would just like hurt so bad, and so I truly feel like it's the only thing that like builds muscle in my fucking shoulders.
In your Prenuvo scan, did you have anything going on with your spine?
I didn't.
Okay, not to brag, but my L4 and L5 has a slip disc.
Well, you're an athlete, so you probably have so many old injuries that like.
Yes, but I also think I have this obsession with, when you buy a sectional, that long part of the couch, that's where I thrive in my life. Yeah. Like when in doubt.
You love a chase. You love a chase.
I love a chase. I'm like a cat. That is my comfort zone. Like there's a sunken spot in that part where I live my day. I'm lying down, but then with my head.
Same.
And I was like researching and they're like the worst because sometimes I'll be sitting for a couple days and I'm like, wow, my lower back's killing me. Like I just like deadlifted something. But your spine is supposed to not be that direction, basically. So, like, we're doing it to ourselves.
That's why I got an adjustable base bed, truly. Because I was like, I can't sit like this. Because your head is down looking at your fucking phone.
And for all you Gen Zs, my fellow Gen Zs listening, being like, are we listening to a podcast about 2 girls complaining about their lower back? We're helping you get ahead of it.
No, I have upper back problems. So, actually, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
We're looking out for all of our spines, your L4, your L5. This is for girlhood in general. Keep your spine healthy, your mind healthy.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor. Book a fucking Pilates class. Pet your cat. And shake it off.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
Literally,
Okay,
I want to
Taylor
I
Swift.
want to go do Pilates with Molly-Mae and be like, let's find you a man, honey.
Shout out Molly-Mae. We love you so, so, so much.
No, I love her.
Thank you for putting out that show and being so vulnerable.
No, I actually felt closer to the gigglers when I watched it because, like, obviously, like, when girls DM me and they're like, you know, really made us feel seen. I can appreciate it to a point because I'm like, oh, like, that makes me feel so good that my words helped you. Molly-Mae's words helped me. So I was like, oh my God, I fucking love the gigglers. Like, I know exactly how you feel. Like, all I wanted to do was like text Molly-Mae and be like, you don't understand. Like, that helped me so much. Like, I thought I was a raging bitch sometimes, but really it was like, no, you were fucking up my shit. Like, move.
Molly, when you were complaining about your grid and the pressure of your grid, it really changed my life.
No, it did.
I was in a really dark place. Then you talked about your grid stressing you out, and now I feel seen.
No, when she was like, I take 1,000 pictures and I delete all of them. I'm like, it's my favorite hobby.
No, we love you. We love Molly-Mae. Quick update. We added more live shows, y'all. We added more live shows. We're in Nashville, New Orleans, St. Augustine, Hollywood, Florida, Tacoma, Washington, Portland, Oregon, Las Vegas, Nevada, Salt Lake City, Utah. I don't know if any of these sold out. Double check. Go to Linktree/Giggly Squad. It's on our Instagram. Also, I'm going to Alabama.
Jesus. When are you going to Alabama?
I think next month. Birmingham.
Let's go.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for giggling, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you for coming to Radio City. You guys are the fucking best.
Yes. Shout out. Bye.